In all honesty, we need to be honest as women that sometimes we dog men in ways. We play games with their minds. Come on now. It's not just men out here hurting no women only. Give me a break.
The number one complaint that men had of how women disrespect them in a relationship is disclosing too much to your female friends.
EK real spicy with more clips. Don't forget to subscribe and bang on that like button. Now let's get into it.
Hey, but this better be good, god damn it!
Huge problem that we have in dating. Let me tell you the story. She went out on 2 dates with a guy. She took a massive book to the second date. Why bring a book to the date? I don't know. But she took a book to the date. Then she proceeds to have too many espresso martinis, gets drunk, and leaves the book at the bar that they were at. They went somewhere else. She ends up going home and forgetting the book.
So yesterday I went on a date with this guy, and it was our second date. And the sad part is the date was like super fun, super great. We do have some differences on how we want to live our adult lives, so we might need to like double click into that later. But for the most part, like I'm really enjoying my time with him, right? So I'm really into reading, so I brought my book with me, but it was too big to fit in my purse, so I just carried it the whole night. I got a little drunk. I got like espresso martini drunk, and I ended up leaving my book at the bar. And so we were texting about it the next day, and he was just like, oh, are you gonna go like get your book? And I was like, you know what? I honestly probably won't. Like the bar is like 55 minutes away from me. Who's to say my book is even there? Like who's to say someone didn't steal it? I think the book was like $9 on Amazon. Like I'm just gonna buy a new one. He said, okay, big ballin'. And if you don't understand the problem here, you were probably a part of the problem.
Lots of little red flags right here. Getting drunk, couldn't handle your liquor on the second date. The hell you bringing a book on a date for anyways? You know, expecting him to deal with your mistakes and he barely knows you. And because he didn't offer, she was done with him? Oh yeah. I'm gonna say by moving on, she did him a solid.
That level of entitlement that comes from this kind of woman is the exact kind that men should avoid.
In all honesty, we need to be honest as women that sometimes we dog men in ways. We play games with their minds. Come on now. It's not just men out here hurting no women only. Give me a break. Women be manipulative. They plan that stuff sometimes. They plan it to see a reaction out of you, to see if you even care. Some of the insecurity of a woman, sometimes when a woman is insecure, she will try to create scenarios where the man has to act a certain way just to validate her insecurity. Okay? Come on now. We all play. Stop. I just get so tired of on the internet, it's only women being hurt. No. It's not just men out here causing pain and havoc and destruction. Women out here doing it just as much. Give me a break.
Totally agree right here, man. And this is really why many of these conversations exist out here on these podcasts. And they all on the men. For a while, a lot of the conversations centered around women speaking about relationships, and guys have really just kept it to vest and really haven't talked about it. But now guys are sharing about it. Guys are sharing their experiences, and we out here making it known.
And we know this is true because women understand and know that they're not physically as strong as men. So in order to make up for that lack of physical strength, it becomes the mental, it becomes manipulation, it becomes the ability to try and get underneath a man's skin in some way, shape, or form by using the tactics that she knows will work, because she knows what can hurt and affect that man using her words, because we are human. Men aren't prone to not being hurt by things people say. And this is why you guys hear me on this platform say it's important to have that discipline. It's important to stay calm, cool, and collected when you are having problems or issues, because allowing your emotions to get overly involved or to control your actions in any type of situation usually isn't going to end well.
Yes, sir. Agreed, bro. That discipline is key. You know what I'm saying? Not letting her get you out of character, so easily manipulated. And this is precisely why conflict management skills are key for both parties, right? You got to know how to de-escalate to live another day. You're not going to agree on everything, so you got to be able to agree to disagree and keep that line of respect.
Intelligent, so there's times where I feel like my intelligence is being played with, so I'm gonna play with you, and I'm gonna say things that may hurt your feelings. Then again, I'm going to still respect my man, but I will also not be disrespectful, but I might say some slick shit.
Give me an example of slick shit.
Everybody got flaws, right? So say you got a flaw that I don't really like.
Okay.
I'm a nitpick at it. You feel me? I'm a pick at you. Like I have a tendency. I'm a Scorpio, so I have a tendency of like revenge, but I don't do it on purpose. I try to just hold back. I hold back, and I'd be like, nope.
Hold back the payment at the partner. Scorpio. Fact of the matter is, man, you're not perfect, so neither should this man be. And the fact that he was honest enough to share his insecurities or his deficiencies with you, and you turn around and weaponize it and shoot it back in his face is up. All women always sit there and wonder why men don't open up to y'all asses. Because when we tell y'all asses the truth, what you go do? You go spit it back in our face. That's why we don't tell you whole shit. I done told you about what I was going through. And I told you I don't like scary movies. And your ass gonna sit here and put on a Jason mask and chase me around the house. I'm about to get shot. Stop asking us to open up to y'all, and then when we can open up to y'all use that shit against us. That's some up shit.
Yeah, this is a major red flag. When a woman blames a zodiac sign for her behavior. Major. And really that just gives it all away, right? Like she's not really the most accountable. Women like her are the exact type to escalate things and keep pushing buttons. That attitude be something else, especially when told no, or telling a woman she did wrong and that you want things to change. You might want to stand back because here come an explosion and revenge is on its way.
What do women really want?
I don't care what they want. I only care what they respond to. See, my focus is a little bit different from your other guests. There's what women say they want, there's what women think they want, and then there's what they actually respond to. I'm not an academic, I'm not a theoretician. I'm interested in what works on the street when it's time to date and mate. And what women actually respond to is not what they say they want.
So what do they respond to?
They really respond to a guy who's a challenge, a guy who's a question mark, a guy who keeps them guessing. You see, in the beginning, the less attractive you are physically, the more you have to rely on your attitude. And that's what I wrote my book for. I wrote my book for the average looking, even ugly guy who goes out there in the real world and tries to be a nice guy, gets his head kicked in.
So no more Mr. Nice Guy.
You can be pleasant. You see, we've got to define our terms. By nice, I mean accommodating. When you accommodate, you get what the commode gets. You get the crapola. You have to learn how to say no to a woman.
She like, this man done cracked the code. Not gonna hold you, no lies detected on this one.
I asked men, what are some of the ways you have felt disrespected in a relationship that your significant other may not be aware of? The number one complaint that men had of how women disrespect them in a relationship is disclosing too much to your female friends. Being asked to go to marriage counseling, she proceeds to talk about everything that I was doing wrong, and so did the counselor. When I finally looked at her and said, what are the things you are doing wrong? She couldn't answer and looked shocked. Another man said I wasn't allowed to lead. The biggest is ignoring you in a group and engaging with another man. If that happens, don't lash out, just leave. It won't get better.
Yeah, the first complaint she mentioned, I hear often. Women telling other close friends and families certain things that's supposed to be private in a relationship. A lot of the times, mutual friends, mutual connections. She will share details about when you guys have an argument, right? What it was about, certain things like that. And that all can backfire real quick. Because telling family and friends is only going to have your business out there for everybody to scrutinize and gossip about. The other part of that is it could put pressure on your future decisions. And all these outside influences isn't healthy for the relationship. People closest to you are going to usually be on your side for the most part, right? They're not riding with the other person. They usually don't give a damn as long as you're happy. As a woman, as soon as she starts complaining about certain things in the relationship, arguments, things that probably blown a little bit out of proportion, they only hearing it from her side. Of course, they're gonna jump to a lot of conclusions, and it only goes downhill. Because now, when you come around, they got all kind of negative energy. Definitely can drive a wedge. And then, we all see situations where a woman vents like that, pissed off, swearing up and down she done with the dude, only to take him back 2 days later. And so now they looking for you to leave. Now it's can't expect those people to just go back to normal. There's still gonna be some kind of negative energy there. So, people gotta watch how they vent to certain people. But yes sir, let me know what y'all think. Once again, I appreciate you guys for watching and rocking with me. Really appreciate y'all's support, man. Can't thank you enough. Go on ahead and bang on that like button on the way out. Comment down below, and I'm gonna check y'all on the next video. And like that, be easy. Gone.